YALP is an acronym which stands for the Yachad Accelerated Learning Project. It's an educational project which aims at improving the achievements of students in literacy and numeracy in remote, rural, and urban areas. It focuses primarily on Indigenous population.
I was fortunate enough to tour to Israel last year, and I saw some of the work they were doing in Israel with disadvantaged students and children there. Their work in the Bedouin tent city, for example, that we saw then was typical, and that related in that desert area very closely to us here, the same kinds of problems. And I felt that their expertise, their learning in that area would be useful to us, and so we've been glad of their advice and their assistance in this way.
The students that we are targeting are those students who have fallen behind the educational system and need to be given personal attention to bring them closer to benchmarks and age-appropriate levels.
YALP's learning model can be applied in the classroom or in one-on-one tutoring sessions that take place 3 to 5 times a week for 10 minutes of concentrated learning. It's called the 10-minute system. These brief, focused, regular tutoring sessions work because they use the child's interests and common references as a foundation for their accelerated learning experience.
It's about tutoring, and that's helpful. And I said, not only for our people, for there's other people in Shepparton and around that could do with assistance as well.
Draw a line from point A to point B.
And do you remember the never eat soggy Weetabix?
Yep.
Do you know where they go on the map? So where does east and west go? All right, let's take a minute now. Let's never eat soggy Weetabix. So can you get never? And this one?
No.
Good job.
Just having that explicit style of where you're focusing on one thing with one student, breaking it right down and focusing just 10 minutes on an activity.
Take 10 minutes, which is such a small part of any day, and be able to work individually with a one-on-one with a child. It's throughout the world. It wouldn't matter which country you're in, it would work.
In terms of the entire pilot project and our relationship with YALP, the Hebrew University in Israel, the educators, and working on improving outcomes for children, as the principal of the school, I'd have to say it's been very successful.
In 2007, we were awarded the national recognition by the federal government for our numeracy program, the only secondary school in Australia to be recognised for a numeracy program.
Principals are always very concerned about budgets. They can use volunteers, we can use peer tutors and so forth, that we don't have to be taking money from their budgets.
YALP has a supervisory group or an advisory board consisting of politicians and senior members of large organisations.
I've had the great privilege, I suppose, of escorting around Shepparton High School a number of the supporters of YALP. It's been exciting to watch what some people would say, oh, they're really busy executives. They haven't got time to go out and talk to real kids in real schools. Well, hey guys, it's worth the trip, because when you're investing money in the future generations of this country and you can see that there is improvement occurring.
We talk a lot about building up the self-esteem in a child. And it's amazing that it really, you can see it in the children who come running to our sessions. They want to be with us. They want to play a big part. They often beg for us to take them more times a week or for longer sessions. And their development, their skills, it's just amazing to see the differences in such a short time. If I could describe YALP in one word, it would be dynamic.
Success.
Excellent.
Sky is the limit.
Together.